Right there. I'm going to sit with the trainer. All right, Trey, you go sit. So you can sit there. Go sit over there. Sit right here. Next. There's too many people in here. Over here.
We're doing good.
Hey, how are you?
How are you?
Good.
Trying to get a double of you there with the projector behind you.
Yeah.
What? No, he's back at the house.
All right, let's see here. I want that one over there.
I'll try to text you.
That one.
Hey, it's on the full screen up there.
Sort of. Look it up.
Yeah. That's at least showing us the side panel that it wasn't before.
So there's your 3 on that.
Show you live right now?
Live. Whatever you and I talk about. These guys online. What we see is that.
Yeah.
They were kissing.
That's pretty cool.
You got it. Boy, that was very Jedi-like. What's up? No, he's smelling the bear, making sure it's the right.
What does this say?
Over here. Over here. Let's see. Hey. I'll come over to the lady's side. Hey. Good, how are you? Yeah.
Okay, what's the now? Okay.
You want to what? Oh, in the box? Out of the box? Oh, you see it. We can't do that right now. Okay. Well, you can. Do that later.
So you have popping corn listed as a show and tell.
So what?
You have popping corn listed as a show and tell.
That would be negative.
I just make a note. And that comes up on the screen. Yeah, just say, hey, I know it's a misprint in the guide, but please correct that.
So what's up, man?
How are you? I don't see you come through as much now.
No, it's
Spencer,
summertime.
you know?
Well, no, it's summertime. I usually will stop. I'll stop by tomorrow too. We still stop by on Tuesdays. So, yeah, I'm not making a parade of anything right now. I'm waiting till what, end of September right here for Spencer's official replacement.
1st of September.
First. Okay.
So when she comes in, and then what was it? Oh, American Legion is coming out with they have that national convention here in town.
Oh, right.
So
Okay.
if you come through tomorrow, I talk to you for a few minutes about the teams or something like that.
Yeah, that's easy. Did Lindsay tell you about that Store Post idea, rebuilding the car and then turning around selling it or selling it for profit or something? Either she told me or Spencer told me. Yeah, Spencer doesn't know about it. Somebody it came along after Spencer left, so.
Is that with the high school skill program or something?
No, it's this guy's an aviator in the aviation industry, and he just wants to rebuild plastic cars or jeeps. And it's a really neat idea. I'm probably going to shoot a whole bunch of holes in it and tell you a lot about it. And he just wants to meet you guys. So Lindsay has all the information I have.
Okay.
But anyway, I'm pretty jazzed about the concept.
Just need to do it then.
Yeah, exactly. So, you guys have the Space Force? I'm ready to go.
What kind of mic pickup are you going to have for that?
Well, they're definitely listening to that.
Yeah.
That broadcast. But I can see myself getting the green bars on the street right now
Okay.
from pickup of my voice. So when it quiets down,
We should be okay.
we'll be fine.
Okay.
There's times when I'll do a conference call and I'll just turn my laptop on, voice box in there, and it's good. So,
I mean, I talk pretty loud like as it is, so I'm not worried. But
yeah, I turn on the camp voice, let's get going.
you can't voice.
There you go.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, nice.
I wanted to make sure it's cheaper.
Yeah, no, shoot. Yeah, it doesn't sound bad once the room comes down.
It's got a 20-second delay.
Oh, it is? Yeah. No.
Once everybody quiets down and turns the noise off.
I mean, it's a live stream. What do you expect? We're working with what we got, man.
Once everybody quiets down and turns the noise off. It's a live
I don't believe that when you guys start talking about it,
That's how much I run every week. One's just a regular, one's just a and the other one's just a hybrid, you know. Get all your customers so officially tomorrow, popcorn sales begin.
That's why I mean they're really slow, so it lasts the entire train. What are you worried about?
Well, I'm trying to think of a few minutes. I'll get you to hit the next slide when we're ready to start.
Oh, I have a clicker to go to. Okay.
I've got a click too.
Okay. Yeah, no matter.
Yeah. I'm just realizing I don't think I can do the music and the PowerPoint at the same time. Is it here? So it's so weird. That makes sense.
Yeah. Or they're just going to get the echo of it. No.
Can't do both at the same time. So it's
What if we play the sound on my computer? Just separate for the walk.
yeah. And it's like, they want to call it
You want to do that? Because I could pull mine out. We could just play that separately. And it's all about if you want your walking music or not, Pat.
yes.
Yes, they do.
Thanks, lady, for Minus Lindsay.
Folks, we'll get started here in just a few minutes.
Let's take the next slide. I think that's where we go.
Dark, I am your great corn master, here to challenge you for the popcorn kickoff. Tonight, we go to the battle. We fight for the popcorn comes back. Tonight, guys, I'm so excited to be here with you because tonight I'm here to help you kick off our popcorn sale. Because inside our Cub Scout pack, we want to do all sorts of great activities this year. Now, how many of you guys want to do the Pioneer Derby this year? Yeah. And how many of you guys want to go off and do maybe see the battleship, or go to the USS Lexington, or maybe we want to go to the camp out, or maybe we want to do day camp, or I bet you guys want your badges too, right? Yeah. So if you want to go and get all those things, well, they cost money. In order for us to have a great program this year, it's going to cost us about $650 per kid to do all these great things. And if you want to do all those things, and you don't want to pay for them all, and we want to have a great time, then we have to fundraise to be able to do that. And what better way to get that money than ask our neighbors to help us do scouting? So guys, I want to let you know, our sale starts right now, here tonight, and it is so easy. And you can win lots of prizes. And it's a lot of fun. And there's 11 different flavors of popcorn you can sell. And there's 2 military options and 1 hometown hero. But right now, I need 2 volunteers. Can I get 2 volunteers? 2 volunteers. Very quick. And which, Mr. Latham? Come on up here. Janine, how many flavors of popcorn are we going to offer this year?
11.
Mr. Latham, how many types of military popcorn options do we offer?
2.
Perfect. Great answer. You guys can have a seat. All right. Woo! All right, here we go. There's lots of great things you can win. The kid that's going to sell the most popcorn in the entire council, he's going to get the offering to ride on an airplane, and the council president owns that, and he sits there and he takes you up in the air, and then you go like this, and he lets go of the stick, and your top seller of popcorn gets to fly that airplane. And then the kid that sells the most in military sales, he gets to have a helicopter come and land at the school, and he gets to play host for the helicopter for the whole day. Now, you guys, there's lots of great prizes. And tonight, I'm handing around the top your order sales sheet. And as you get your order sales sheet, you'll notice there's a little prize sheet in there. And there's all sorts of prizes you can get. And take a look at that. But if you take that entire sheet, there are 2 times this year where your popcorn colonel, me, can take your sales sheet, a copy of it, and turn it into the scout office for you to be in a drawing so you can win a prize. Now, first prize we're handing out that you can be put in for is a Ruger 10 22 gun. The second prize is awesome too. We're going to hand away a Nintendo Switch also. So if you fill out your whole sheet and send it in the office, then you get to be put in for that drawing to see if you can win that. Now, every kid that sells $650 $50 is going to have the chance to win one of these two prizes. Who gets the bet? Do you want the lunch cook kit or do you want the archery bow? Now, what's even more crazy is this year we're all about Star Wars game. And any kid that sells $1,000 worth in popcorn gets 2 free tickets to go see Star Wars 8 for a special Boy Scout premiere on Saturday, December 16th. Make sure you're one of the first 100 kids to enter for that. Now we've done this 2 years in a row now, we're going to do it for a third. Our kids have had so much fun that any of you guys that sell $1,500 can go to the Big Spin Win Party, where you win all sorts of prizes, you have lots of fun, and you get to go do a family fun activity. Now, for all the parents in here, if your son sells $2,500, I know you think that sounds like a lot, but it's not. It really goes by fast if you're trying. You can get entered in and have the ability to start counting credit for your popcorn sales towards a college scholarship. Now, for every kid that participates in the sale this year, you're going to get a part of a prize patch. But then, if you do other extra little things, you get a few more patches to go along. And if you do all of them, you get to earn this big robot superhero prize patch. Now, here's what's really important. Let's watch a quick video from my friend Luke.
Hi, my name's Luke. Last year, I sold over $26,000 in popcorn, and I want to share with you my secrets to selling more trails of popcorn than ever thought possible. Let's start with the basics. Follow these 6 simple steps in selling trails on popcorn. Number 1, always wear your uniform so customers know your stuff. Number 2, always smile and introduce yourself. Number 3, always ask the customer if they want to support scouting, not if they want to buy a popcorn. Number 4, know the popcorn flavors and then put it to yourself. Number 5, always have a clean order form and pen ready. And lastly, number 6, always say thank you. Pretty easy, right? Now, it's very important to know what to ask the customer when asking them to support you in scouting. You'll have to practice with your parents a few times about what you'll ask customers when you ask them to support you in scouting. My speech goes like this. Hi, my name's Luke. I'm trying to earn my way to NASA Space Camp. Can I count on your support? All the popcorn is delicious, and you will help find my many adventures in scouting. Now, it's your turn. Find a partner and practice your speech 3 times. Then, help your partner do the same. If you do this good, I can guarantee you will sell a lot of popcorn. Good luck, and have the best year ever selling trails and popcorn.
Now, my friend Luke, he said there were 6 easy things to do so you guys can sell better popcorn. He said, number 1, always wear your uniform. And then, number 2, he said, always smile and introduce yourself. Now, that's very important because you have to say who you are. Number 3, he says, always ask the customer if they want to support scouting. Not if they want to buy popcorn. And then number 4, he says, always know the popcorn flavors and the products you're selling. Number 5, always have a clean order form and a pen ready. Get all of your customer info. Don't forget the phone number, email, and address. And then always at the end say thank you. Now, my friend Luke, he says to say your script out loud and practice it. So when you guys leave tonight, go home, practice it with your mom and dad, or practice it with your friends tonight. But what I want you to make sure you say is, hi, my name is Luke. Would you like to support scouting so I can earn my way to camp? Can I count on your support? All the popcorn is delicious, and you will help fund my different adventures in scouting. It's a very easy script. Not anywhere did he say, hi, would you like to buy popcorn? No. He said right off the bat, will you support me in scouting? Now, den leaders, make sure that as you're here tonight, that you get everybody in your den and you know who they are this year, okay? Because I know sometimes you start off the year and you don't know. But you gotta make sure you know who's in your den or patrols. And you gotta make sure you take the den report sheet and every meeting you have, I want you to write down where your scouts are and ask them and send me a picture of your den report sheet and tell me where they are each week. Now, how are we as a pack going to communicate? We're going to send you emails, we're going to talk on Facebook, you can rely on us on Twitter, but here's what I need you to do right now. Not really, but right now, I need you to send me a text at 775-453-0046 and make sure you send me your name and email. My name is Pat Vandenberg. I'm your popcorn colonel for Pack 15. My email address and phone number are right here. And as a pack, I want to make sure that you know that our sale starts on August 1st. It starts right here today. And I want to let you know, here's our date for our first show and sale, and here's our date for our second show and sale. And I need all the parents and kids to come out to our show and sales. We're going to have sign-up sheets here tonight for you to sign up to go. Please make sure you sign up because we want your kid to have the most potential for success in selling popcorn. And then make sure that you turn in your order sheets on October 22nd to May. Not to your den leader, not to anyone else in the pack. I want them to go to me. I give you my email and my phone number. You can send them to me. All right. I need one more volunteer. Can I get one more volunteer? All right. Tell me one thing out of all those 6 things that Luke says to do. Introduce and say your name. Very good job. Now, last thing I want you guys to do tonight is for our kickoff, I've got a contest. I've got 3 prizes. I'm going to hand out 3 prizes to the first 3 people that come up to me tonight and say they've created their online account. All you have to do is go to trails-in.com and log in and create an account for your son to sell popcorn online. So thank you guys for coming and letting me come and talk to you tonight for popcorn and give a little kickoff for our pack. Now, I do this little kickoff every year. Janine's like, oh, I've seen it a couple times. So, and then tonight I brought out the Jedi theme. You know, the popcorn pops back is our theme for this year. I want to make sure you're aware of it. I picked up robes for our staff so that you can see it's easy to do. It's easy for you to pick up a Jedi theme. Kids already have the lightsaber at home, and guarantee it may work or it may not work, but you got one at home. So it's very easy for you to get this thing going. But I wanted to make sure that you saw a good presentation on a popcorn kickoff. Take some of it take none of it, but at least know that you had some components that you were taught tonight that you can incorporate in your own kickoff. I do the $1 thing. I was sharing earlier with somebody on $1 thing. It's 5 $1 bills. Everybody can spare 5 $1 bills. You can get it out of the pack or your budget real quick. No sweat. But here's the thing about it. Is I went into a school and I was wondering, why the heck do all of my kids come home and tell me about this silly Christmas wrap thing? Every single one comes home so excited to sell. Then I look at the prices of the Christmas wrap, and then I say, all right, I'll just write a check to the school. Or, which one do you want? And, the thing is they were excited about it, right? Well, how did they get excited? Well, I sat and watched one day when I was supposed to be doing the boy talk, and this other guy was supposed to be doing his version of the kickoff of the wrap. And on the whole, he says like 2 sentences at the very beginning, and he stops the whole presentation, and he pulls out a wad of cash and says, I need 2 volunteers. He gets 2 of them up, and he asks 2 simple questions from the 2 sentences he just said, and every kid was quiet for the rest of the entire presentation. For God. Why not? So there's different things like that that you can do to help kick off your presentation, but just know I did a silly little intro. There's nothing special to it. Didn't rehearse it or anything. I thought about it for 2 seconds earlier today. You can do the same thing. We're all willing to get a little silly in front of the kids, but a Jedi robe and a lightsaber, and you walk in and you kick it off, and everybody's wondering what you're doing. All right. So, real quick, a couple weeks ago, I made a promise to you guys. If you signed up and registered early online for popcorn, then you got entered into a drawing to win a TV. My friend Kobe Whittick is here tonight. He's with Trails and Popcorn. He's going to help us do the drawing tonight to see who won a free TV.
Pack 443.
Woo!
It's right there. All right. Pam, if you'll get with me later tonight, just make sure I got your correct address, and I'll send that straight from Amazon to you.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Do you want it as a souvenir?
Yeah, that's okay.
All right. The next thing that I want to make sure you know is that tonight we're giving away a free drawing for 2 drones. For anybody that came to training tonight, so everybody here in the room has already entered into that. It's going into the can right here. Brittany has got the can going. But if you're listening to us online, it is very, very, very important that you go and send an email to popcorn@nevadabsa.org. Make sure you send this email with your name, unit type and number, phone number, address for those in Bristlecone, Humboldt, and Lassen districts. So make sure you send that info. Send it right now over the next 20 minutes. That's all you got. And if you don't make it in the next 20 minutes, I understand. It's just make sure you still send the email, because that's how we know you're getting credit for being online with us and get the commission for being eligible for that 5% commission on your sale. So once again, make sure you send an email to popcorn@nevadabsa.org. All right. So let's talk about a few things with the presentation, okay? Inside your packs and troops and crews, you need to make sure you do one important thing. You need to sit down and say, what is our goal as a unit? Because if you make a goal on how much you want to sell as a unit, you can then turn around and say, all right, well, I've got 30 kids that are active in my pack. That'd be a good sized pack for most of us, but you take that goal and divide it by 30, and that's your average that you need per scout. Now, you get that average, you know that not every scout's going to sell, so you got to turn around and bump it up a little bit more than that, right? in order to achieve your pack goal. So it's very important that you set a goal for your pack or troop or crew, and then it's very important that you communicate with your scouts. You need to sell this much, or what do you think should be your goal as a scout? And you work with them individually. And I've seen some units sit down and go kid by kid by kid and set a goal individually and meet with each one of them separately. That's a lot of work. You may not have time in a meeting to do that. But make sure that the scout sets a goal and agrees to that goal. Because if you just hand them a goal and the scout doesn't agree to it, it never was a goal. But if a kid has a goal, then he's participating. Now, inside your leader's guide, if you flip over to page 3, I think, inside the leader's guide, you'll see that there's a big list of all of the dates for the popcorn sale. So just make sure you take note of that for us, okay? Now, I want to turn a few minutes of time over to my friend Kobe, who's here tonight, visiting with us. He's going to talk to us some about our websites.
Thanks, Pat. Glad I could be here with everyone today. My name is Kobe. I'm with Trails End. I've worked with the Nevada Council for about a year now. So Pat and I have kind of gone over a lot of the things that he's talking about, and I want to go over some new things with Trails End that we've kind of done in the off season to try and help make everything as easy as possible that we can for you guys, your sale, your unit, and everything like that. So to start, we can start here. Online sales. Who did online sales last year? Who did really good with online sales last year? What did you do?
I honestly don't know, but that was the more money came from online sales than any other revenue source. I was saying, like the show and sells and all that.
Yeah.
Online sales were the, I think it's because the kids were able to reach out to grandparents and sisters, aunts, and uncles across the country and whatnot.
Sure. How many scouts did you have do it?
About 25.
Wow, that's really good. So the online last year, those of you who did it, maybe didn't do it, we completely revamped online sales last year. So we kind of built it like a GoFundMe page. You can personalize it. You can put up photos. You can put up videos. You can put up, what you're raising money for, what you're trying to do with that money. You can put a goal up there. You can put a lot of things and customize it. So that was kind of a new cool thing that we did with that. We had an all brand new product lineup on there. Everything was $30, so it was real simple and easy, flat rate fee. Shipping has gone down from $7.50 this year to $6.95, so we're trying to get that down as best we can, but that's flat rate no matter what. If you get $90 worth of product, you get free shipping. So that's always a good thing to kind of let family and friends know that if they want more, they can get less. We have products ranging from $20 to $250 now. So we did add a couple $20 items to try and help boost sales there. We have military options going up to $250 and possibly a $500 coming this year as well. So a lot of big opportunities there to make some big sales to close family and friends and those kind of things within the online. To register for online, all you got to do is go to trails-n.com. As a unit leader, if you're already in the popcorn system, it'll be the exact same login for you to come here, and you can kind of see your unit as a whole here. To register, all you do is click on that register button. It'll take you through if a scout is older or younger than 13. If you want to go ahead and click on that really quick, we'll just kind of show it. So it'll ask, are you a scout or parent? And then it'll kind of take you through the entire process. So it literally takes less than 5 minutes to register. Go ahead.
If we made them one last year, is all of that still?
All of that's good. Yep. All you got to do is log in.
You have to redo it.
Yep.
And then, I know in the past when I've done it, I've had to use different emails for my kids versus me as a unit leader. Is that still the case, or can that be the same email?
It can be the same email.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how far back are the registry or passwords salted? I mean,
I'm sorry?
like, if I had a kernel from 2 years ago that's active, just not here tonight, I could still use her.
Not from 2 years ago. If last year, then yes. Yep, just last year with the new system. So like I said, you just go through it. It literally takes less than 5 minutes, super easy. What I try and tell every unit that I talk to is just have every parent go in and register their scout and send 10 emails. And just have that be kind of the minimum base. Out of that, you might get, you know, $30 to $90 worth of sales. And who knows? I had a unit in Denver where I'm stationed try out, and they had every single scout send 10 emails a month for an entire year. And so if you look at that, if you send 10 emails a month every year, you're talking less than 5 minutes every single month. So you're sending out 120 emails. Out of those 120 emails, if you get just one person to buy one product a month, that's $300 or $3,600 a year in your sales per scout. So like I said, if you're doing just the absolute minimum with that, think of what your sales could be, you know, as you're going through the online sales to try and help additional sales with your traditional sales. So like I said, little things to think about there. It's super easy, super convenient. Go in there and spend some time kind of creating your page. But make sure that people know that that is an option with the sale, reaching out to distant friends, family, those kind of things when you're doing the sale. Any other questions on online right now before we move forward? Perfect. Okay, so the next thing really quick, this is the popcorn system. So this is a unit page. So when you guys log in, this is exactly what you'll see. So the big new thing that we added this year is this Trails End University. So this is an LMS training system, kind of like youth protection. So when you go into this, it's right on your home page. You can go into it. When you go into this, we built 2 modules of online training for the entire popcorn sale on here. So what it pretty much does is the first training kind of goes through all the basics. So whether you're a rookie, whether you're a veteran, there's a lot of really good information on there, little tidbits, things like that. How to have a great kickoff, how to budget, how to finance, how to plan, you know, do all those kind of things, how to communicate with your parents well, with your scouts, everything that you can imagine there. And then the second one is our best practices. So we brought in the top selling units and the top selling scouts nationwide and talked with them personally about what they do to be successful, different ways they go about it. They're all from different demographics, different cities, different places around the nation. So there's a lot of really good tidbits on there as well. And afterward, you kind of get a little certificate that says that you completed, you know, level 1 of Trails End University, and you can print it out and frame it and put it up, you know, wherever you want in your house. Or not, whatever, that's cool too. So just kind of check that out if you have some time. Both modules are split up into sections of no longer than, I think, 4 to 5 minutes. So you can kind of go through section by section and take your own time to do it. Also on the home page, we have kind of a revamped popcorn system ordering tutorial. So that kind of walks you through it, refreshes you on how to place your popcorn order, how to go through your scout tracking and all that information. So a lot of good information here that you want to just kind of check out, refresh your memory, or to learn the tidbits if this is your first year. On the left-hand panel here, under the help documents, if you click on that, you have your unit reference guide, your unit checklist, and some more training videos that we have up there. So a lot of good things that you can kind of just check out first and foremost to make sure that you're doing everything you need to and have everything ready to go for the sale. You can go directly to your online sales link there. That will take you to your online sales. And then contact, if you click on this, let me get here. So contact, so this is our email and support line directed directly to our home base in Indiana. So they man the phone, I think until about 8 or 9 Eastern time. So it'd be about 5 or 6 here in Pacific time. But there's always someone manning that phone, and then the email as well. So if you can't reach anybody at the council or your district executive or something like that, know that if you're having trouble with anything and everything, you can get on that hotline, and that someone will reply back to if you don't get a live person in 24 hours guarantee. So another way to just kind of have that extra lifeline if you come across needing it. I think that's about it with that. Any questions on the popcorn system? Any problems or anything like that? It's completely revamped this year. I think we had a list of over 150 things that we improved and did to kind of make it easier and more functional from last year. So, yeah.
I do have a question, actually. How do you get the page that says unit? Because the page that he had up previously said unit number, like, I think it said pack 14 or something. So is there a specific login that already has like pack
Yes.
88 registered in it?
So what will happen is if you created a new account and you've not logged into your account, tonight and tomorrow we'll be activating your PAC accounts. So Teresa, you're a good example. You weren't with the PAC this time last year. So when your account turns on, you'll get an email from the Trails In system saying, hey, here's your account login and here's your password. We'll create a temporary password for you. You're welcome to go change it and all that afterwards. Just know that there's times where you may share your popcorn account with other people inside the PAC. Be careful on who you share it with, but at the same time frame, no, don't use your own personal super secret password that you don't ever want to share because you know, yeah. So just be aware that you may want to leave it to something that you can share.
Yep. Any other questions on the popcorn system?
Guys, I've used this system and I've watched it grow over the last year versus the older popcorn system we have. This is a very user-friendly system if you're used to using other websites. You can actually navigate it right now, and it's pretty helpful. You can do it on your phone too, so it works on the phone just as much as it does on a computer.
That was it.
Ready? Sorry. There we go.
Good.
All right, did that. Let's talk about product.
Okay. So product mix this year, you know, as you can see in the leader guidebook, Pat has everything listed for you there with your 11 flavors, your military and everything like that. This year we had a few changes on the national scale. So jalapeno cheddar is no longer a single item by itself, but it is in the cheese lovers. To go along with that, we added the yellow cheddar to the cheese lovers. So there's 3 different cheddars in there now again, instead of the 2 white cheddar and the 1 jalapeno cheddar. So you can kind of see that here. So we do have the 3 different cheese flavors in that. The chocolate lovers, we adjusted a little bit as well. Last year online, our pecan clusters were a really, really big popular item. So we added that to the chocolate lovers and took one of the triple C's out, the chocolate caramel crunch. So there's 4 different flavors and options in the chocolate lovers this year as well. So that's another kind of selling point to that to try and help diversify. Butter light and sweet and savory are no longer available in the product mix. Not good sellers, were hurting nationally, and to be completely honest, weren't a big difference compared to unbelievable butter and some of the other things that we had. So those are no longer there. And then the one difference that we have as well this year is that the popping corn is only available for take orders. So that's no longer a pre-order show and sell item.
And you'll notice also in your leader's guide, we made the mistake inside the leader's guide. There's a little box in there that says it's available, where it gives you the entire product list and it says available for show and sale and not available for show and sale. It's not available for show and sale on popping corn.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
So the only can is the chocolate caramel crunch.
I'm sorry?
The only canned product or tin product is the chocolate caramel crunch.
Yes.
Well, not quite.
Well, and the chocolate lovers.
Chocolate lovers.
Yes.
Yeah. And then you added the salted caramel pepper because we didn't have that last.
Correct.
Yes.
On the tape, it was like, it was available online.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that was another one that was only online last year, and this year it's available in the traditional sales as well. Yeah.
And the bowls of popcorn that you actually have in front of you tonight are the salted caramel popcorn. It's fantastic. It's my favorite popcorn. And hands down flat, It just moves.
It's just moves.
So is there any possibility of getting any samples of any of it for our own kickoffs?
Pam, see me?
Yep.
And then, did you tell them about pecan clusters?
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Sweet.
I think we covered all that.
All right. So let's talk about a couple of the take order incentive. I know that statistically speaking, the easiest popcorn sale is through take order. Now, everybody is going to turn to me and say, no way, I disagree. It's what they're going to say. And they're going to say, show and sell, sitting in front of a store is easy. And I can tell you, statistically speaking, it's not. And as scout units, mine only included, we were guilty of this last year too. We pushed less on the take order, we pushed harder on the show and sell, and we got the same amount in sales. But on the take order, every kid that forgot to ask grandma and grandpa because we didn't push the take order caused us not a growth in sales. We grew at show and sell because we put more effort into it. But in 5 seconds, every kid in your pack can make one sale. At the end of your kickoff that same night, every kid can make one sale to somebody they know over the phone within 5 minutes of that.
I can tell you every kid's grandparents just off that order.
Yeah. And so it's very easy to do that. If you take 20 kids and the average sale is $17, then you start to do the math, and that is a show and sale, whole day of show and sale that you possibly just skipped. So the math is pretty quick and easy on take order. And because of that, what I sat down and said is, all right, any scout unit that sits down and makes an effort, puts in an effort for take order this year, increases their take order sale over prior year, I'm going to give you 5% commission on your take order. More. And that makes it worth your time to make an extra push on it. Because I think you're going to get an increase. Because history, as our council has shown, is that wasn't any different last year than yours. Or your troop, or your group. So that's important to me. What I also want to let you know is last year there was a couple of units over the last couple of years really. We've really been hurt and in our popcorn returns. Some guys have kind of taken advantage of it. They check out 5 to 10 grand and don't sell any of it. You know? Well, that's a lot of money that's hanging around. That's a lot of liability. Now, our goal is to make it no liability. We understand problems to occur. We'll work with any unit that problems occur. But one thing I want to make sure you know is that units returning $1,500 will lose 5% of the unit's commission per restock fee. Units that sell more than $10,000 may return up to 15% of their sale before a restock fee of 5% affects their commission. So what I'm trying to do is make sure that you be careful on what you check out, but at the same time frame, I'm still willing to incentivize you to help make sure you make all your sales. Hence, like the take order and this incentive. So
I kind of have a question about the take order incentive, because you said go home and sell a box tonight, right? So I send all my scouts home, they all sell a box. What do they want to do? As soon as we get our show and sell order, they start checking that stuff out and start delivering it to the people who already ordered. So I'm filling the take order without having to wait till November to get it from you again.
Correct.
And you don't want us to do that. You want us to wait and get it from you in November.
That is a tricky game you're gonna play because what you're doing there is something tagged with show and sell where you call it show and deliver. And so when you don't wait for that order until the end of the sale to get delivered at the end, you're actually participating in a form of show and sell, which is show and deliver. And so I'm trying to incentivize those that still want to do the take order and boost it, and it doesn't help the one kid that is being early on the initiative and trying to take care of it like that. It's show and sell product. It doesn't help with that.
Yeah.
So like I always with my families, I kind of encourage them to get off on their take orders, so because I don't even pass the take orders out right away. I get because it is such a like, I mean, who wants to wait 2 months for their popcorn to be delivered to them? Nobody. So if you're going door to door, you have to tell people, well, it won't be until mid-November. So I kind of encourage my families to hold off on doing the take orders until a little bit farther, maybe towards October is, and then it's not so much of a wait for their order too. So that's kind of how I get around that a little bit, with people wanting to fill those take orders right away.
And the online orders is quicker on the delivery time, right?
Yeah, actually, that's a good point.
I think it was last year.
Here's an interesting thing that I've heard a couple of scout units do for online orders. So they went and took, they went and took all of the product that was available online. They took the pictures off of there, they put it on a piece of paper, and they took that with their order sheet. And they sat there and they said, "Would you like?" And when they showed the order sheet to where their support level was going to be, if they didn't like what was there, then they would show them the online stuff. And they would sell them something online-wise, just like it was part of the take order. And what that parent can do is, all right, as long as you get 3 orders of product, you can ship it to yourself for free. So you just have to make sure that you're selling $30 a product. The commission online is set at 38%, so you're actually getting a good deal on commission right away. And that product, instead of having to wait for it, it's coming to you.
So let me get this clear. Little Johnny goes out door to door, he sells 3 boxes of cheddar popcorn. He takes care of it right there, he goes in, he orders it online, and then he's done.
There's different stuff online. Than
Yeah, there's different stuff. You have to be careful. And in reality, what can happen is you're essentially able to say, all right, I want to sign up for 3 products. And if one household that you stop at door-wise buys all 3 products, then you write down their name, their phone number, you get their money, and you send the order online, and you can actually mail it direct to that house.
Yeah.
Instead of it even coming to you, you can just send it straight to the house. But let's say you hit 3 doors in a row, and each of those houses buy 1 product from you, and 2 of those products are online. Then you have to wait until the next day, find 1 more person that buys another product online, and then you can go online as a parent and place that order. Now, the complication to that is that you have to have a parent that is seriously motivated to work with their kid to place online orders. So, how many kids is that going to really affect across the entire council? Not as many. But I do share that because our kids that are in that 1500 club and shooting for the college scholarships that are really doing good at sales, it's one extra way to say, all right, here's 1 more sale I can make. Because if they don't, if the buyer is looking as a buyer perspective and not as a supporter's perspective, as the kid first sold the first line, if they're just merely looking as a buyer, then you have to show them a wide range of products. So now, something that we're going to do that coincides with the popcorn sale this year is the Nuts for Scouting program. We're trying this merely as a trial run. We have no clue if units are going to like it. We have no clue who wants to participate in it. We only took a small smidgen of product. Our initial thought is that we take the Nuts for Scouting program and coincide it with the Camp Card program and have the two available at the same time, because then you would have a $5 Camp Card, and for the person that's willing to buy up, you actually have a product that they could buy up too. Because if you think about fundraising, you are limited on the amount of money raised by the amount of times you ask people to support you. And the higher amount of average you get per customer means the more money you get. Well, with the Camp Card, you only get $5 a person. And most of the time, do you sell more than one Camp Card? No. You're selling one Camp Card at a pop. So the Nuts for Scouting program is something we're interested in coinciding with it. We're going to do a sampling of the program now, see who likes it, see where it goes. We'll survey at the end of the sales, see what people's thoughts are. But there is 6 different products that we're offering. There's a separate leader's guide that we have for it. The order for this is similar. You'll have a link on the council website. The dates all coincide with the popcorn sale.
Are the next one going to be like a show and tell?
That's-
Or are they going to be like order?
Yeah, great question, Pam. So there is outside for anyone that's willing to participate in the program in this trial program for us. We have order sheets that have both the popcorn and the nuts all on the same sheet. On the back side, the same familiar type setup you would see with the Trails Inn popcorn order form. And so we tried to match the nut program prices along with Trails Inn prices. So it's very similar based on the $5 scale. And so you'll see that some of the materials are outside. If you're interested, if you have not signed up for it, we have sign-up sheets for you to participate if you like. We also have some of the order sheets, scout order sheets to participate. There's also a unit sheet that you're essentially able to track. Every kid tells you what they gave or got, and you just pile it onto this one order sheet that's in Excel. Then you turn around and take the results of the total amount of products you need, and you place it online in our online setup for ordering the Nuts program on the Trails Inn site, or sorry, on our council site. This product sale, we don't know if we'll do it next year or not, but we do want to know if it works. We are interested in offering more because people have continued to ask us for it. And if you look at one of the things that is on there, one of the things you guys ask every year for is a sports team affiliation. Well, I threw UNR in there, and so we've got a UNR gift set in there. You'll see on these prices, they go from $10 all the way up to $50 for their products. $50 is the top item. I believe the UNR gift set is $25. 30, that's right. And then the one over from that, which is the gift set with the 3 different products, is $35. And then the bottom is 10, or from left to right, goes from 25, 20, 10, or 15, sorry, 15. So it's similar prices, but I want to make sure that you know that that's there available. Just to let you know,
all the popcorn and nuts product stuff, and materials and all that is going online on our council website tomorrow. Will be activated for you to see through the if you go to NevadaBSA.org and then under the finance tab, you click on popcorn, you'll see it show up on the website. It'll be activated for you tomorrow.
Does the nut program count as this for the popcorn also? So if they sell a 1,500 in combination between popcorn and nuts?
Yeah, so great question. With the nuts program, the popcorn prizes, whatever you sell for nuts don't count towards popcorn prizes. Now, in the nuts leader guide, there's a separate leader's guide for it. There is some stuff that it does coincide with. The fill it up page, it will still count with the $1,000 club with the 2 movie tickets, it will still count towards. And the big spin win party, it will still count towards.
So all of our local stuff, just
Right.
not the national. Okay.
And so something to also think about with the nuts program is that there are no returns on it. So if you order a product in the show and sell, what you get is what you've got. There's no returns with it. It's just like chocolate product. We have no clue how it's going to go. And so there is a more of a liability for you on it, but I'm interested in seeing what's going to be.
What about scholarships? Was it
It won't count towards scholarships.
It's not through Trails End.
It's not through Trails End.
Okay.
So. All right, Brittany, how are we doing? All right, I'm going to give everybody that hasn't had a chance listening and watching online 30 more seconds to be able to turn around and send an email to Nevada or popcorn@nevadabsa.org. Once you send that email with your name, unit number, phone number, and mailing address maybe, we'll be able to take and do a drawing. But at this time, we're going to take questions from the room, and we're going to, Kobe's going to show us what we're about to hand out too.
You want me to do it?
Yeah.
So the Jane question.
Yeah.
With the scholarship program,
Yes.
we have a couple of scouts who are aging out, like right in the middle of popcorn sales.
Okay.
They want to sell popcorn. How does that work?
Kobe, they can still sell as long as they're registered in a scout unit, right? Even a venturer up to the age of 20 that's about to become 21 can still sell and count towards the popcorn program for scholarship.
Okay. So yeah, they're 18 on the 12th of September, so they can still sell and earn their scholarship.
As long as you're selling and submitting all the documentation, you can still earn that scholarship. And then whenever you are ready for your higher education, you can submit the payout.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
NevadaBSA.org, just gave that to us, what was that for?
So people online, I gave them essentially a few more seconds to send me an email for being present with us tonight online.
That's
So,
what we're ordering.
right. Now, just to let you know, you'll notice it inside the leader's guide, popcorn@nevadabsa.org. We set up as a general email account for our council office. That email goes to Linda, it goes to myself, it goes to Meredith in our office. You email us at that address, you've got 3 of us being able to address any question that comes up. So it helps us with tracking and making sure that we answer all questions timely. Jim?
On the support scout, it says a scout code that can be found under each scout code can be found under the unit number, I'm assuming. You know?
No, the scout codes are specific to that scout code. We found on the
So
scout
how do
page.
we get that information to the parents if they don't have it?
They would get that by logging.
Yeah, you only get that by registering.
Yeah, but I mean, because like my boy's, I pulled him up, he's still activated,
Uh-huh.
so it's on there somewhere. I just have to-
So when you send it to the online page, your scout code will be at the top.
Thank you.
And when you email that when you like share that or email that, the scout code is on that email or the page that you shared.
Sweet, that's what it is.
So that everyone who wants to support him has that code ready. And
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
last year, we had the popcorn tins,
Big one.
or the chocolate tins.
Chocolate tins.
And they came with 2 bags of the chocolate pretzels instead of 1 of each, chocolate white and chocolate dark.
What can we do this year? Those parents want to return it because they did not get any of the white pretzels in there. I mean, we even bought one, you know, and
We bought the last
we
one.
bought the last one,
Two.
and they have 2 of the chocolate ones, not the white ones.
If that stuff happens, you guys just gotta email the support side, or you gotta email these guys the pictures and get that to us, because we have no problem placing little one-offers like that, yeah.
We told, look, we brought it up last year, even when Teresa wasn't doing it with, you know, Dave, and I don't know if Dave sent anything in or not,
Yeah.
but.
Any damages, anything like that, you can email that to the support line on the popcorn system, get it to Pat, you know, me. I'm on a contact on the, council there. You guys can contact me through there too. Anything and everything, get a contact, because we have no problem replacing and fixing those.
I'm pretty good at fixing mistakes, I just gotta know where.
No, yeah, you're fine, yeah. Any damages, any, little mishap, missed product packaging, anything like that, just let us know as soon as possible.
Just to let you know too, there's a couple of things that we made a change to this year. If you do any transfers in between units, we're requesting that you have to email that transfer sheet over to popcorn@nevadabsa.org. We'll not accept it in hand this year. And Linda and I have both talked about it. If you try to give it to us by hand, we will hand it back to you and say, please email it. The reason why we're doing that is because then you've got a receipt and we've got a receipt. So that there's no confusion, there's no thought, oh, I turned this in, well, it went from one person to another but didn't make it in or whatever. So just to make sure that you understand that. Also, Teresa just brought up a good point. You have 3 days to make sure you tell us that if you have something wrong with product, you've got 3 days to tell us. Part of that is we want to make sure that you get what you need and that we fix anything that may not be right. So if you think you've got a damaged product, a missing product, or whatever, you need to let us know right away. The way you do that is email popcorn@nevadabsa.org. Okay? So I need to continue to emphasize that to make sure that we help you get the great customer service you need to be able to provide with others. Okay?
Mispackaged product doesn't fall in that. So if you guys come across like a cheese lovers or a chocolate lovers like you had last year, that, if that happens with a customer, you let us know right away. What he's referring to is just the kind of your damaged product. So if you have, a box that got damaged or some open bags or something like that, when you open it, that's what he's referring to.
All right. So now we've got all the names for people that are here tonight, along with all the people that have told us online that are here. And just to verify, for those online, we have received confirmation from Misty Thibodeau, Kurt and Janelle, Kathy Colbert, Kathy Bravo, and Elko District, Overland District. All right, Kobe. There's a couple folded in there in each other.
Whoa!
All right, our first winner for a drone.
First one is Troop 60, Derek.
Right.
Here we go.
All right, let's do another one. All right, grab one more for us.
Second one is Pack 316, Jim.
Yo!
All right. Left in the boxes for the travel nice.
Oh, they don't even get the one that's down the bow?
So those are for you to do whatever you need to with them. All right, guys. So, all right. I need 2 more volunteers. 2 more volunteers. Well, you have it.
There you go.
This was a little bit ago. But tell me one more thing out of those 6 things Luke says that you should do when you make a popcorn sale.
Always smile.
Oh, yeah! You guys tell me one more thing that where are your uniform? There we go.
All right, guys. Thank you for coming tonight. I appreciate you being here. Kobe will be here to help answer any questions. I'm here to help answer any questions. If you have questions online, feel free to text me at 775-453-0046. This is Pat Danberg. My name is Pat Danberg. I'm the field director here. I'm also your Council Popcorn Kernel Chair Advisor. And thank you for coming tonight.
Thanks, Pat.